Hello, everyone. This is episode 20 of the Run So Fast podcast, and this is a last minute post race review podcast with my two fellow speakers on the podcast, Romain and Pranav, fresh home from the Pocari Sweat 2.4 kilometer national championships. Romain ran 8:15 to place fourth in the women's elite race, and Pranav ran 6:58 to place third in the men's elite race. How are you guys? Are you guys happy with your races?
I'll go
Romain?
first before he yaps. So, considering I only figured out my race pace 5 days ago and had absolutely zero expectations going into the race today, it was a good day for me. I think that was my second fastest time ever, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, your fastest time ever was it 8:05 from 2
Yeah,
years ago? Okay, and
2 years
then
ago.
yeah, that was before you became a 400-meter runner lah, this year. Now that you're a 400 runner, I thought you paced it very evenly lah, like basically 85s the whole way. Sorry, not 85s, 83s the whole way, 82 and a half the whole way.
82s to 83s.
Yeah, so
The
245.
initial plan was to go progressively faster, but somehow it became even splits. So
Yeah,
not the worst thing that happened.
yeah, not the worst thing. And yeah, Pranav, how was your race?
Well, honestly, I given the build up, I think it was a very good race. Like, it was much better than expected, even though I didn't live up to the 6:50. Hopefully hitting
Yeah.
that timing. But I would given the story that I'm about to talk about, I think it was a very good race. Lah. No regrets.
Okay. So Pranav, you ran 6:58.33. First of all, thank you very much for joining us on the pod merely after breaking 7 minutes for 2.4. I don't think this is something that many people can do. I'm just gonna share screen here. Boom. Okay, so 6:58.33. This is a new personal best. Am I correct to say that?
Yep, Benny.
Okay. What is your old personal best?
6:58.94 if my memory serves me correct. Or 93, one of those.
Okay, so about 0.6 of a second personal best from last year. Well done. I did recall that you felt that you were in shape to run a little bit faster than this. Maybe you give us a little bit of background. What has happened in the last couple of weeks since you felt you were? I mean, I think 2 months ago maybe you felt confident that you were able to
Yep.
at least challenge 6:50. So, but no, 6:50 is not an easy barrier, lah. Yeah, but what do you think could have gone better, and what do you think went wrong in the build-up? Because you just mentioned that the build-up was not ideal.
Well, I mean, for starters, I would like to say that university orientation happened, lah, and I think that is kind of the root cause of all of this. Because during my hall orientation, about 2 weeks ago, give or take, that was when on the last day, I felt something happening in my throat, and once I got
Standard.
home, once I got home, sure, lo and behold, shit ton of phlegm, lah. So that
And
happened,
which day was
and
this? Which day was this?
this was on, I think it was the Friday 2 weeks ago. So I
Friday
got
two
home
weeks
from,
ago. Okay, okay.
yes.
And
So I
so
got
bad
home
case
from orientation.
of the flu lah. Bad case of the flu.
Yep. So that happened, and basically I felt out of breath even climbing up the stairs, lah. So I knew something was wrong. I slept.
Mm.
I slept and hoped that maybe sleep would cure it. Woke up the next day, and I woke up with a fever. So I knew, okay, this is gonna stay, lah.
Mm.
So, and the thing about me, right, is that let's say I get sick with the flu or whatever, the fever is temporary. It'll probably go after like 3 or 4 days. But the phlegm, wow, it's like a permanent resident inside me for like 6 months. Okay, not 6 months,
Haha.
but like
Resident
at
Evil.
least 4 weeks. Yep, quite literally, lah. Yeah. So I was just coughing up phlegm every single day leading up to the race, and that's when I realized
For
that, hey,
2 weeks,
maybe.
For
Yeah,
2 weeks,
literally for 2 weeks. So
dude.
so the fever was gone in like 3 or 4 days, thankfully. But the phlegm, even right now, I had to like do a whole ass spitting session at the wash basin before coming here. So
Oh
it
my
was
God.
bad, man. Yeah, it's still bad.
Okay.
So
Oh, sorry to hear
that
that.
happened.
And how was training affected in the last 2 weeks? Were you able to train? Were you limited to easy running? Like, what kind of adjustments did you and your coach make? And what did your coach say when he heard you got sick?
Well, I told him I got sick, and he said, "Okay, I mean, don't worry about it too much. Let's just focus on the build up." So this was about 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and to make matters
Sorry,
worse,
sorry.
right, I
Pranav,
wasn't even able
I don't know.
to.
Can you try
Yep,
and adjust that you can speak louder into the mic? I think it sounds a bit
yep.
distant. Okay.
Okay,
I
I'll
don't
just
know what
get
you're
closer
using.
lah. Hopefully this
I don't
is
know what
okay.
you're using for the mic. Like if you're using AirPods, it shouldn't sound so far away.
No, I'm not using my AirPods. I'm using my MacBook mic.
Okay.
Actually, you want me to test my AirPods mic? But I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah. I
be
think
a lot of surrounding noise. But I'll try.
it's probably better coming from the AirPods, lah.
It's
Oh,
better.
dude, it's so much better. Come on. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, it's so much better.
Sorry. Okay. The speaker went to my. Okay. I can. Sorry. Can you guys talk right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the microphone your
Okay.
AirPods?
Yes. Is it better now?
Yeah. Yeah. Use the AirPods on the microphone, please. Sorry. Use the
Okay.
microphone on the AirPods, please. I think that's a lot better.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
this is Coach Fabian. Is that correct?
Yep.
Oh, there he is.
Hi, Jacob.
What's
Okay,
up?
everyone, sorry. Jacob just joined us.
What's up, man?
He was actually playing Dungeons and Dragons earlier, which is why he couldn't join us earlier. But don't worry, Jacob, you haven't missed much. We are only 6 minutes into the pod. So congratulations
Oh, it's
on your
recording.
race. Yes, it is recording.
Okay.
He came in 6 minutes in.
Alright,
Alright,
sorry for being late.
Yeah, no worries. This is episode 21. Welcome. This is great actually. We get Jacob and Pranav reunion, the two star-crossed lovers from JC days, who competed many times and all the way until today. Fantastic. I love it. Yeah, Jacob. Sorry, I was just flashing the results, but Jacob ran 7:04.84 today. Jacob, is that a new personal best?
Yeah, it is a new personal best. My
Fantastic.
previous one was like the previous ADIF record, which was 7:14. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a previous. So 10-second PB. There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. And you actually kind of told along the next guy to break your A division record, Sebastian Chong, and he ran a fantastic time at 7:05. So I think you played a big part in that, given that he was chasing you the whole way. So yeah, good job, man. So I take it that you passed your Trex internship, given that you're officially
I
registered
guess
under
I
Trex.
did. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
He's wearing
Congratulations.
Trex's only speed suit. So I guess he
Oh, you guys have one speed suit and they
definitely
give it to
passed
you.
his internship.
Yeah, I guess the speed suit was pretty cool.
Nice. Is it not too hot in Singapore to run middle distance in a speed suit though? Hot and humid? Or it's okay?
I mean, it feels fine to me lah.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah,
Well done.
today went pretty well, so like, yeah, I think it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Pranav was just explaining how he got sick from attending the university orientation camp 2 weeks out from the race and was coughing for 2 weeks. So unfortunate, but I'll let Pranav finish his story, then we'll get on to Jacob's. Okay, so what else happened apart?
Sure.
Okay, you got sick. Coach Fabian was saying, Coach Fabian, right? Coach Fabian was saying,
Yep.
don't worry about it. And then what happened?
So that happened, and to make matters worse, I wasn't able to see him until about 10th of August, which was a National Day public holiday, because I was in university attending my faculty ori. So they have a crazy ton of oris, and
Oh,
I was on the
okay.
next one. So I was based in NTU at all time, and I wasn't able to see him also. So he wasn't
Yeah.
really able to give me like face-to-face advice or assess me or anything like. So I was just running in NTU for that time.
Okay, so first you had the hall orientation, and then you had the faculty orientation. And faculty is basically
Yep.
the course you're studying, right? I know you
Yep.
said the word ori lah. Be careful, don't say the word orgy. It's a very different meaning.
Oh, hell no,
Even
okay.
though we all know that freshman orientations is pretty much the same thing as an orgy. Okay, so just be careful. Say ori
course.
or orientation, not orgy. Um,
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. Romain, why are you giving me faces?
I'm just eating mango. Leave me alone.
Okay. Okay. Any orientations for you, Jacob, in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, I also had Ori, but it was like 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
Okay, so didn't get sick?
Yeah. I was sick before orientation, so
So
yeah,
you got
that
people
was
sick.
pretty tough. Like, no, I did not. Like,
How,
like right after
how-
Gold Coast, I actually fell sick
Okay,
for
fair
like
enough.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I had to deal with orientation as well.
Okay. And how intense are you guys' orientation now? Jacob, you're going to NUS. Pranav, you're going to NTU, right?
Yep.
Okay. So how intense are the orientations these days? Do you still lack of sleep, play a ton of games? How do you train?
I think, okay, I'll go first lah. So I think it really depends on how intense you want it to be. So for my hall orientation, the day typically started at about like 9:30, 10 a.m. and it would go on until about 9:30, 10 p.m. at night. So it was quite intense. But after that, that is the official cutoff. But after that, of course, as freshies do with seniors and everything, they'll gather at some guy's room, calling it supper, which is just a glorified drinking session lah. So it really depends on whether you want to go for all that or not. So during Hall Lorry, I remember the first time I hit the track was at like 11:45 p.m. at night. So all the floodlights were off, everything was off. Yeah. I was like, okay, look, I don't want to get cooked for Pocari, so I don't care. I didn't go for any of like the fun sessions afterwards, and I just hit the track, no floodlights, nothing. I just used my phone light, and I was like, okay, I'll just do like whatever intervals that I'm supposed to do lah. So I guess it really depends on how intense you want.
Respect, man.
But thanks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was.
Oh dear. Okay, Jacob, how was your orientation experience?
Well, for me, I think it's pretty similar, but we actually end slightly earlier than what he said. Like, we start around like 8, 9 o'clock, then we end around like slightly after dinner time, so like 8, 9 o'clock.
Okay,
Yeah, then
so
like usually just like what he said, we also have like supper and stuff. Then
okay,
yeah, that will go on until like 1, 2 a.m. Unlike him that didn't go for it, I did go for it. Then like
yeah,
yeah, I was sleeping at like 2, 3 a.m. most
yeah.
nights. Then like I'm not as crazy as him that I will run in the dark lah. I wake up early lah. So I wake up at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, around 6 o'clock. Then I did some of my workouts then.
Okay. And do you guys sleep on campus or off campus, or how does it work? Orientation. This is a very
On
interesting
campus,
topic. On campus, okay.
Yeah,
Because
on campus.
on campus, okay. I mean, back in my day, not to sound like a boomer again, but back in my day, Mr. Quack would just ban us from going not ban lah. Severely discourage, which you all know what it means lah. If you go, if you go and then you don't execute your training session properly, you're gonna get it. So why even bother taking that risk? Because of what you guys just mentioned lah, like he's not gonna be supportive of. You know what it's like? Okay, when you finish the whole day of orientation, playing games, dehydrated, tired, lack of sleep, everything, then either way you're kind of fucked. Right? Either you do your intervals at 11:45 p.m. at night on a dark track, which doesn't make sense, or you go and sleep at 2, 3 a.m., wake up at 6, that's 3 hours later, to do intervals with 3 hours of sleep and carrying around all the fatigue from the previous day. Either way, you're kind of screwed. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yep,
that's true.
it's true lah.
It was
Yeah.
very tough going
Yeah.
through all that
I
and
think it's a
going through
trade-off
Ori
lah.
as well.
No lah, for sure it's a trade-off lah. And I didn't go for orientation, so I don't really know what I missed. But it's a huge part of your social life. And university, we all know is as much about social as it is about academics and perhaps sports or whatever. And how good you're gonna be in university as an athlete is always gonna be a trade-off between that and the typical university student life, which involves a lot of socials, involves a lot of in Singapore especially, very heavily driven on academics. Like you go to a party college in the US, you can party and run and still like kind of coast through and get your degree, right? In Singapore, you try and do that, you're gonna get screwed lah. It's very, very difficult academically. So yeah, I empathize. So yeah, I guess both of your build-ups were not necessarily the ideal build-up in the last 3 weeks leading up. Pranav was sick. Jacob, you were sick before that, but then your training was also a bit disrupted from orientation, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So despite that, Jacob had a big PB. Pranav's PB was obviously harder to beat, given that he had a big run last year. But yeah lah, I guess Pranav, you also had a very interesting week in the lead up to Pocari, right? What did you do on Wednesday this week?
Well, so Wednesday, I was purely acting out of emotion, I guess, in retrospect. And I went to the NTU track, and at this point, I was very scared about what my condition was going to be. I was comparing workouts to last year, everything. But what I'm trying to say is I went to the NTU track, and I did a 2.4 so-called time trial. And in retrospect, maybe not the smartest thing to do, but yeah.
No, dude, it's fucking dumb. Just call it what it is. Nobody does
Agreed,
your
man.
race 3 days before your race.
What was your time though?
Well, so I did a 7:12.9, and that didn't really help the self-esteem, I guess.
Completely solo lah. Okay, I mean, if that's your five, if you're
Yeah.
doing a 2.4K at 5K pace, that's okay. But I guess you're kind of gunning for it. And, so all things considered, the thing is that I get it, like maybe when I was like 15 years old, that's something I would have done. Like, oh shit, I don't feel like I'm in shape. I'm going to time trial 1,005. The dumbest thing I've done was, I think sports day was coming up when I was in secondary 3, and I wasn't confident I could run a good 1,005. So I time trialed 1,005 like 1 week out, and I ran 4:44, and I wasn't happy with my time, so I rested like 5 minutes, and then I tried to time trial 1,005 again, and it was going quite poorly, so I pulled it with like 1 lap to go, and then just continued the rest of the week. And then the next week I ran like 4:37 solo on sports day. So yeah, like it's something that I identify with because it's something I would have done when I was younger, but it makes no sense lah. Like, and I'm glad we're talking about it now because I'm sure that there are people out there listening who would do it. I have clients all the time who say, hey, I want to do a time trial. I'm not sure about my fitness. I'm like, if you're not sure about your fitness, then we should focus on growing that fitness, right? I know Jakob Ingebrigtsen make this saying damn popular. Like, you see, you cannot track the carrot while it's growing, but it's not him that came out with this saying. Like, the farmers long ago came out with this saying. But yeah, great example. And I think that, you obviously, okay, Pranav, you had the fastest last lap of everyone, based on my
really?
based on my stats. Okay, so you had, hang on, let me open this. Let me open this thing, the splits.
65 last lap.
Yeah, 65.5 on the last lap for Pranav. Sean was more like 67, and Subhas was around 66. But obviously they were a lot more tired because they were gunning for it a lot earlier. So how do I open this thing? How come okay, media viewer, save. I have to save this here, downloads, and then I will share screen after I open this. But this is splits. Pranav, you took these splits yourself, is it?
Yep. So I manually press the thing.
Okay.
Because I don't trust the auto lap feature.
Okay, as good as I have, so too bad. I'm gonna have to do it. When I run in Europe and everything, there's some races where there's a chip attached to your bib, and it gives you your exact splits per lap. I think I sent it to you before. And
Yeah.
it's quite useful, right? And we don't have all the stupid side bibs, hip tags, all that shit. Do you see? I don't know whether you saw Subhas one. Walao, come out on one side, flapping in the wind like that. Not very aerodynamic. Like he has like one wing.
I just saw your rant before coming here.
I boleh tahan lah. And then photo finish, right? Does it affect the photo finish? No, it doesn't. So why the hell you need a hip tag, right? That should show you don't need a hip tag. All these races can be run without hip tags. It's useless. Anyway, on the screen here that I'm sharing is Pranav's manually timed splits. Around 107.9, 110, 111, 111, 111, and then 65.5 lah. So assuming that this is accurate, you actually had the fastest last lap, which means that you probably had a lot more to give. But how did the race go for you? Would you prepared to run by yourself? Because I saw that Sean and Subhas kind of put off with their two paces. I think Subhas brought one pacer and Sean brought one pacer. So eventually, there were two pacers fighting for the lead, which was funny to see. And then they both pulled off at exactly the same time, which was also funny to see. Exactly 1K, not a step further. Yeah, was that the arrangement? Does anyone know?
I wasn't even aware there was a pacer, man. I was just telling Romain, right? Actually, after the start, I think within the first 200-ish, I got dropped already because I believe it was Tenjin Sherpa. He was pushing the pace, man. It was crazy. So he pushed the pace, and I think Subha, Sean, all these other guys followed. And I remember thinking to myself, through the 200-meter mark, I went through at about 33, right? And at that point, I was about 10, 20 meters behind all these people. And I was like, bro, you're telling me there's 4 people in front of me at 33 seconds for 200? Like, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
So
they went out a bit too quick, the first 200. I thought it would bite them in the ass, but thankfully they held on. So you had 107 and you were running alone, right?
Yeah.
Emerson was with you.
Yeah, Emerson was right behind me. So within the first, I would say 50, 60 meters, I was getting pushed around a lot because of that waterfall start. So at about 130, 140, I made the move to go around Emerson, and I think Jacob was also there. So I made the move to go around them and go to the front of my pack. And
Yeah.
at this point, we had already been dropped by Sean, Subhash, and all their paces.
Do you know that
So by the
Subhas was
time I
actually
went,
boxed in quite badly in the first 100 meters? Like he had a
yep,
terrible start. Sean had a good start. Subhas had a terrible start.
mm,
But you know, around like 70 meters into the race, our friend Subhas went to the side, bang, bang, one big move to get to the front, and then he crossed in 32. I'm like,
yep,
dude, that's way too aggressive. And then he made another move like less than halfway through the race. And then he made one big move again with 120 to go. So this guy, I tell you, he's damn bloody fit lah. Like, you know, anyone tries and move 3 times in a 2.4, you're usually fucked, right? So yeah, big props to Subhas. So okay, here we're talking about your splits. Yeah, okay, so you went through 33 and then 107.9. And how are you feeling?
So when I hit the 400-meter mark, I remember looking at my watch and I was like, bro, I'm at 60. I can't see the decimal places on my watch. So I saw
Yeah.
67 and I'm like, nope, this is not sustainable. And at this point, Sean and Subhash and their whole peloton was like, I think 1 or 2 seconds in front of me. So like
Yeah.
on my mind, firstly, I was like, okay, I'm going to hit the brakes. And secondly, I'm like, how the hell are Sean and Subhash going to hang on to this pace, man? Like this, even for their level, it's a bit unsustainable. So that was my thinking. And I was
Yeah.
also praying hard that out of those 4 people, at least some of them were pacers. Because I was like, no way am I hitting a 67-second first lap and there's 4 people in front of me. And all these guys are going to beat it.
Yeah.
So I was hella confused during the whole first part of the race. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. There was no briefing, is it? Who is the pacer and who's not, or so on and so forth?
No,
Okay.
nothing.
Actually,
I remember
usually
last year, right? You did your proper briefing. You were like, okay, guys, this Ashwin is the pacer. Don't cut in front of him at the start because he needs
Yeah,
to go to the front. You were doing your whole impromptu briefing, but this year was nothing.
Yeah, lah, true lah. Usually I'm the one doing the briefing lah. So I guess it makes sense that nobody did the
Real
briefing
man.
this year. Yeah, Jacob, where were you in all this? I think you were probably leading the third pack, right? So there was the Sean and Subhas and the 2 pacers, 1 pack. Pranav and Emerson, 1 pack. And then you were at the front of the third
Yeah,
pack
I
from
went
what
through the
remember.
first 400 around like 70.
Okay, there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
so the first 2
So I
probably
was
went through
behind
66.
Pranav and Emerson.
Okay. Do you have your splits? You want to send over?
I
If you
did
had it,
not
I-
take my splits.
Okay,
No,
yeah, that's fine. Actually,
I was too
I'm
focused on the
surprised-
race to take manual
Yeah.
splits.
Fine. I'm surprised that Pranav split his watch 6 times in a 2.4.
That's what
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Very,
man.
very impressive. I'm gonna stop sharing screen. Yeah. How was your race, man, Jacob?
I mean, I don't have my splits, but I have like a rough idea of
Sure.
my splits, I guess, from what I remember from the race. Like, okay, so going into this race, like, I was actually trying to gun for sub 7.
Mhm.
I don't know
Fair
why
enough.
quite a few people came up to me like before the race saying like, "Hey, Jiayou, you can go sub 10. I mean sub 7:10." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was going for sub 7 lah. So yeah, my race plan was to just stick to 70s for like
Yeah.
as long as I could, then like hang on in the last 2 laps, 1 lap, however long is left lah. Yeah,
Okay.
so the first lap was like right at 70, which was like right at what I wanted to go at. Then I think around like maybe like around 600 lah. Then I think Joshua came up my shoulder. Then he took some of the pacing duties. But I think when he overtook me at that point in time, then he kind of like slowed the pace down. So my second split was about 73 maybe. Yeah, then
So the second
thought
lap
he
was
was speed-
73, yeah.
yeah, for me, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a big slowdown.
Yeah, it did slow down. Yeah, then after that, he continued taking the pace for a bit because I felt like he was picking up the pace a little bit. So I was like, okay lah, just stick behind lah. Then he went
Mhm.
through 1K around 257, 258.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it was slight pickup lah. Then
Okay. So 71.
yeah,
That's
around 70 or
706
71.
Around 706 pace, yeah.
Yeah. Then I think after the 1K split, I felt like he slowed down a little bit. So like
Mm.
when I went into the straight, going into the halfway mark, then
Mhm.
yeah, I decided to take the lead lah. Cause like I could see like Pranav and Emerson pulling away, and it's like I could tell that they're right on 70, but like
Yeah.
I was a bit too far behind lah. So I decided I had to make a move lah at
Actually,
that point in time.
Pranav would have been the perfect pacer for you today, lah.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
think that's one of my mistakes from today's race. Like when Emerson and Pranav pulled away from me around like 300 meters into the race, I think.
Yeah.
I probably should have just stuck to them. Like it's much easier to just stick behind and like stay relaxed behind them rather than like running on my own.
Yeah,
Like I
yo-yoing and then
think in
figuring
this
out
race
what.
I probably ran on my own for like definitely more than half the race lah, honestly. Yeah,
Mm.
which was a mistake on my part. Yeah.
And
But
then
I
so
think
you went
halfway through it was like 3:33.
3:33 at halfway. Okay, so negative split lah.
Yeah.
So 3:33 halfway, second half 3:31. I'm
Yeah.
guessing that Jing Heng and Oliver probably came past you in the last 100 meters.
Yeah, they came out my shoulder over the last 100. Then
Okay.
yeah, I tried to respond, but like over the last 50 they just had an extra gear lah, which is I guess a result of like running on my own for most of the race as well.
Yeah. I mean, they're also a bit older and they're also more geared towards a good. I mean, Oliver is he's a 3:57,005 guy lah. So I'll be surprised if you're out kicking him in the 100 meters to go. I know that 2.4 is longer than his normal distance, but I think he's still got a little bit of fight in him when it comes to that. Is that a PB for Oliver as well, Romain?
Yes,
Yeah,
he ran a, let's see, 7:04:59.
7:04:59, yes.
Yes, and
Last
last
year, what was his
year
time?
7:06.
Okay, so small PB, so he's aerobically
Yes,
stronger.
yes,
Jing Heng, is that his PB?
I would think so.
Yes, it's his PB.
Okay, big PB?
I think his PB, yeah, pretty big. Like I think his previous PB was like 7:18,
Okay, oh nice.
like
And
3 years ago or
Emerson,
something.
for sure, Emerson
Yep.
big PB, right? Like Emerson just became the youngest ever guy to break 7 minutes or 2.4. Actually, the previous
Oh
guy was
no.
Pranav. Pranav did it last
Actually,
year at the
Emerson
age
ran
of
like
Yeah.
7:04
20.
last year.
Okay, yeah. So 6-second PB, so
Yeah.
1 second faster a lap lah. I mean, that's quite good, man. So yeah, shout out to Emerson. I met him at this race last year, but I cannot say I've exchanged more than a couple of words with him. So fantastic. I hope he watches the pod. He probably does. So well done to Mr. Emerson. Sebastian Chong, fastest ever A division boy, breaking Jacob's old record of 7:14. So on this podcast, we got two pioneers in those records and those stances, those stats, who also have been passing the torch on today. So fantastic job, both of you, and you both finished in front of the guy that you passed the record to. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Well done to both of you. And Jacob, so you're saying if you could do it differently, you would have had bigger balls and tried to go with Pranav, is it?
Mm. Yeah, because I mean they were going right at the pace that I wanted to go at. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
my race plan wasn't based off like what other people were doing. It's based off like what I want to achieve. So
yeah.
yeah, which was 70 per lap lah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
my only
Well.
regret from this race is that I didn't go for it. Like
Yeah.
go right at 70 until like 4 or 5 laps to go and then see what I could do. You know,
Ah.
I
Fair
think the
enough.
outcome would probably have been different. And
Yeah.
I stick to that.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, given that you closed the last 3 laps in 3:31, I mean, I think that if you really went out way too slow, that you have closed a lot quicker than 3:31 also. Like, I mean, 3:31 even if you multiply by 2 is also 7:02, so it's not like a
No,
surefire.
that's the thing. Like I think my
Yeah.
splits for the fourth and fifth lap was like it should have been well below sub 70 lah. Cause right at the
Okay.
bell, I was actually right there with Pranav and Emerson.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, then yeah, they just pulled away from me over the last 300. Cause like
Oh,
I had
you
nothing
caught up to
left from
them.
from like
Oh,
making
you,
such a yeah, I did catch up
yeah.
to them.
I see. Okay lah. I mean, if when
Yeah, so I
Pranav is
just
running
faded the last
65,
300 lah.
when Pranav is running 65, it's a bit difficult to
Yeah, I
keep
mean,
up.
honestly, I gotta give credit to Emerson, lah.
Hey,
Honestly,
Pranav,
Yeah,
you
a
ran
bit, a bit.
I would
65.
not
Means,
done.
means Emerson
Yes.
also ran 65.
No, so okay,
What
I
the
think it might
hell?
have been slightly more than
That's
65
amazing.
because he was in front of me at the bell. So he overtook me at about 4:30, 4:20 to go. So I think it might have been slightly higher, lah, but still, he definitely pulled me to
Okay.
a fast finish, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a huge close lah. Fantastic job. Yeah, and then up front, obviously we had two very amazing performances from Subas and Sean, both also SG, Subas Gurung, Sean Go. Subas was a last minute addition to this race, and I tell you, the amount of headache I had trying to put him in this race, I'm so happy that he showed up, ran well, and justified everything, because we almost couldn't put him in the race. Long story short, Singapore Athletics was being a bit difficult, saying that, oh no, I'll start this close about 1 month in advance of the race. I'm like, guys, we are the sponsor of this race. Like, fucking put him in, right? Like, this is not some Tom, Dick, and Harry. He's not a Keen Cole that we're trying to beg for a spot that he's eventually gonna probably DNS. See here, right? Where's our friend Keen Cole? Did not start. This is not the first time I've seen Keen Cole did not start. This year alone. So I'm going to start implementing a black card that people who continually DNS, I make them pay a deposit first. They pay a deposit, you come up to the start line, we give you back your deposit. Yeah, $200. Then make sure people sign up for a race. Because you're taking out one lane, then other people who want to do this race, how are they going to do? Anyway, long story short, we managed to get Subas into the race by, saying, hey, come on, this is going to help Sean, it's going to help the race, he's a good runner, he's going to contribute, and there we go. Fantastic race up front. The splits that I had on hand were, I sent it to Romain and Pranav. Okay, the camera wasn't on them the whole time, so I really was unable to get fully accurate splits, but first lap looked like 66 low, second lap was like 214, so 67 lap. Came through halfway in 322, that's like 644 pace if you run it twice. But then I think after that there was a slow lap. It went from 322 to 433, so 71 second lap. And then that's when Sean took over and pushed. He ran a 107 lap. And then the final lap, Sean ran 107, Subas more like 106. Because Subas was actually gapped at the bell, and then he fought his way back and really got Sean with like the last step. So what a race. Really what a race. Like, the closest race before this was Jivanesh and me, but even then it wasn't a photo finish. Like, Jivanesh was like obviously like 0.2 seconds ahead. This was like 4 years ago. This one, wow, really went down to the photo finish 0.008.
0.008.
Sorry, 0.008 was the margin. Same decimal place. Like, we've not seen that at the Pocari Sweat 2.4 kilometer championship. So big shout out to Subas and Sean for giving us one race to remember. I really hope they milk this. Their photos at the finish line should make it on all the campaign marketing material for years to come. Alongside all the other champions, obviously. But yeah, fantastic. And yeah, so I think this is a third national title in a row for Sean. 04, 25, 25, and yeah, this is 2026.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 in a row for Sean. So fantastic. Yeah, good job. And I'm guessing that Pranav, this is something that you'll be eyeing next
Hopefully.
year. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you up there, as well as Jacob.
Let's hope there aren't any more university orientations then.
Yeah. Don't go and sign up for
Hell no, man,
OGL.
not
I
happening.
tell you, don't go and
Nope.
sign up for
Yeah,
OGL.
no need round 2 lah, no need round 2.
to come and buaya the freshman.
Cannot
girl.
run
I
it
don't-
back, cannot
I
run it
don't know.
back.
I don't know whether you guys are familiar with the term buaya lah. Buaya means you go and when the freshman girls, right? go and crocodile them. Buaya is a Hokkien word for crocodile. You all don't know, right? Yeah. And how did you guys enjoy the commentator today, Mr. Sean Yap?
Wow, I liked it, man. Yeah,
I thought he
think
brought
it
a lot of
really
energy, eh?
reminded me of.
Huh?
I don't know. I think the OG track fans would know this race, but there was this one race with the current 1500 meter NCAA champion Simeon Birnbaum back when he was in high school, right? And the commentator like straight up started shouting when he was running at Hayward Field in high school. So I think today really reminded me of that. When I was watching, okay, obviously when I was running, I was like locked in. I didn't hear anything much, but watching the video, wow, I could tell he was screaming at the mic, man. So it was very good energy. I think this is what we need in Singapore, lah.
There were some people who are like complaining on the YouTube stream like that. He was annoying and like very jarring, hard to listen to. You see, okay, I get it, right? But Sean literally stepped in last minute as a volunteer commentator. He wasn't paid. Probably got some free Pocari. That's about it. We used trackside talks last year. They were busy this year, so we couldn't get them there. I probably could have done a decent job, but I'm not there. If I'm there, I'd probably be racing. So, it's actually very difficult to get a track commentator who's good. So the fact that Sean, Romaine's recommendation, like put his hand up and say, I'll do it. I thought it was fantastic. So it's very hard to criticize. And very hard to criticize because I think he brought energy and he's not professionally trained. It's not like he went through studio training or media training or whatever. And he's a track fan, so he's going to get excited. He's going to start yelling into the mic. I remember when, it's quite funny, you go and watch the live stream replay, right? When Fang Zhou and, I think it's Kiran Limbu. No, Tenjin. No, Tenjin is a D. Tenjin is listed as a did not start,
Oh.
Are you sure?
Okay,
anyway,
Kieran, then?
he was screaming Tenjin into the mic. I don't know whether he made a mistake because all the Gurkhas look alike or what, but he was shouting that Tenjin was the... So when Tenjin or Kieran, I think it's probably Kieran, unless Tenjin took Kieran's bib, I don't know. But when the Nepalese pacer and the Fang Zhou stepped off, exactly at the same time at 1K, and then Sean was like, oh, they burned out, they dropped out, they started too fast. I was laughing my ass off. And then people were raging in the comments on YouTube. They were like, no, they are pacers. This commentator doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So, Sean, if you're listening to this, well done. Lots of thanks to you. People are going to comment, but they don't know that you really stepped up and you did us a big favor. lah. So, a big shout out to Sean. And yeah, if anyone thinks they can do a better job, please put your hand up, man. I'm more than willing to interview candidates for next year. Yeah. Shall we go through some of the other results before we wrap this all up? But this was the men's elite race. Women's elite race. Okay, we have Vanessa
who ran that?
754, Clara 804, Nicole 811, Romaine 815, Tabitha 816. Okay, that's not a PB for Vanessa. She ran faster last year. Clara 804.
Yep.
That's
that
a
a big
PB
PB?
for her.
And it's a record as
Is that a
well.
huge
Yeah,
PB?
she ran 8-1 something previously.
It's a record.
815?
Oh, so she's the
It's
younger.
a tertiary record, I think.
What record is this? Sorry.
Is it not?
Tertiary
No,
record.
no,
okay.
BDF, no, she's 19, what? She's in uni, bro.
Clara, where got
BDF.
BDF? Hello.
She held the BDIF record, still holds the BDIF record.
Okay, I'm asking, what record did she break?
If she ran in the tertiary category, that would be a tertiary record.
Okay, but she didn't lah. So,
No,
Hey, but like that means
Does it
Sebastian
count,
also
ah,
ran an
actually?
elite one.
no,
I
it
don't-
doesn't.
it should.
No. You have to run in that category before you can hold the category record.
Yeah, like, it makes sense lah. Otherwise,
so does-
people anyhow.
Sorry.
Nicole
Sorry
Low.
to interject. Wait, so does that mean that Sebastian doesn't hold the Jacob's record because he technically ran in the elite race?
No. Jacob also said is okay. Wait. That's different.
Uh-huh.
Jacob and Sebastian. Jacob said the basically the schoolboy record. It's not an official record or whatever. Like it's just the fastest ever schoolboy, so you can run it wherever. But he doesn't hold the championship record for A division, which you have to do
Thanks
by
for
running in
clarifying.
that
Okay,
division. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like category. It's like the event record for that category, but then you can also be the fastest schoolboy ever. So that's what Jacob and now Sebastian did. You don't have it because you skipped that year because you were injured.
Man. Nah, I definitely would have lost to Jacob. All credit that year. Definitely.
Very humble, very humble.
It's the truth. Lah.
Okay. Now men tertiary. Oh, Adash still holds the record from 2 years ago, championship record. Adash Aravind from NUS. Lin Jing Chao, 720. Lauren Lee. I actually do not know any of these names except for Jing Chao and Caden. Any shout outs
Wait,
you
I
guys
was-
want to give? Otherwise, we can move
I
on.
was watching this race. Lauren was giving Jing Chao a run for his money in the last lap. Either
Nice.
the last
18 years old, huh?
2 to 300. And I think he might have burned his matches a little too early because Jing Chao only overtook him in the last 100. But Lauren was showing his 1500 speed in the last lap.
Nice.
He trains with Coach Elangu at Nian.
Oh wow, okay. Shout
Yeah.
out to Ilango, Trackstar, Nian Poly. Sorry, we didn't actually finish the women's elite, but is that a big PB for Tabitha as well? 17 years old,
Yes.
A16. Yeah, that's quite good.
Yes.
Wow, Roman, you're almost double her age.
She-
She's 17 and
Thanks.
32.
I was running with her for 4 laps, and then I went in front. Yeah,
Okay, nice.
yeah.
Well, you guys helped each other to good times, and Nicole, I think, was on pacing duty. I was actually quite surprised that Nicole didn't even quite hold the pace for 1K, but sounds like she's having a bit of a foot injury.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
yeah.
that will take it out of you. I'm gonna blame High Rocks. Too much High Rocks. Women 2.4K tertiary women. Bernice Tay, new championship record, 8:23. Lim Wan Ting, Kai Yi, 8:41. Is that a big PB for Kai Yi?
I think she has
Actually,
run 8:41 2 years ago.
okay,
Or,
okay.
yeah.
A lot faster than seat time. So I mean, the thing is that this should really put PB or something next to seat time. I don't really know what's happening here, lah. Um, you know, but okay, good times. Looks like strong times across the board. A goes, we only had 3 participants. Everyone is studying for A
4.
levels. We get 4 participants.
Yep.
A boys, we have. The AC boys are really strong here, man.
The first one is from ACJC.
7,
Hey, the name
14.
is familiar.
Jacob, how come you hold the championship record here? You ran with us that year, the men's race.
Yeah, I ran with y'all. I don't know why my championship record is there.
Walao eh. Anyhow, this thing. Anyway, Song Ye Jun,
Wait,
No,
Pranav,
he didn't
Yejun was
run,
there?
actually. So I think this might have been.
NUS High.
So I think this
Yeah,
might
I
have been
thought
one
he
of his
didn't run.
friends who took his tag and ran lah. But Yejun wasn't there lah, for sure.
Walao, mistakes in the start list. I'm pointing it out on the podcast. Okay, B boys, Victoria School 7:28, narrowly missing Yejun's championship record from last year. That's pretty impressive. Bukit View Secondary School, Shrida Selvakuma 7:32, impressive. Oliver Yap, Warren Taeyu, Ong Chang-zi, nice. Good presence from the ACS boys across the board and some Hwa Chong boys here and there. 2.4K B goes. Michaela Tan. Oh, Clara's record is really out there, man. This 8:17.
Actually, that was the year that she ran in the open cat with
Hey,
us.
what's
if I'm not
this,
wrong.
bro? The rule has so many infractions, and
I wonder if they are.
I'm just saying.
I guess they're
I
allowing.
think this was the last year before they started like going into A, B, and C divisions. Was it?
Wow, I don't think so because I remember when Jacob ran the 7:14 with us, there was an A division race. Correct or not, Jacob?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I mean, should it be allowed? What do you actually now that it's here, what do you guys think? Should it be
I
allowed?
think my opinion is yes.
Also, Summer should 100% have been in the women's open race.
Yep. I was watching her race before mine, and I am not ashamed to say that I was low-key afraid I was going to run slower than her.
She was lapping people
Wow,
multiple
8:19
times,
solo is
man.
crazy.
And
Yep.
in the 5
Under the
p.m.
5
heat,
p.m. blazing sun. That was not fun. I was hiding inside.
yeah, man. Yeah, what do you guys think? Ignore the championship record. Let's just say A, B, C division boys and girls records. Do you think that it should be allowed to do it in the open race? I'm actually starting to think. I don't influence your views, but what do you guys
I
think?
think yes, lah, honestly, because
I think it should be
you want
allowed.
to say first?
Yeah, because you hold the record.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I'll say first. Okay, so I think that if you look at the convention globally, right? I think that if you look at, say, for example, Cooper Luckenhaus, right? His 800 meter U18, U16, whatever
Yeah.
it is, world record. He was in a race with opens, with seniors.
Yes.
And if you look at Gout, for example, 1967,
yes.
also U20 world record for the 200, if I'm not wrong, also with opens. And if you look
Yeah.
at Sam Ruth, New Zealand guy for the mile world record under 16, under 20, whatever it was, held by Jakob Ingebrigtsen previously, that was also in a race with opens. And it makes sense lah, because just because you're in a race with other people doesn't mean your age gets inflated or deflated, right? So I think personally,
Yeah.
common sense and as well as convention wise, I think it should be allowed lah.
Yeah, I get it when it's an age group record, lah. But when you're saying it's an A division record, then do you have to compete in exclusively A division race? You know what I mean? You know how like women's and men mixed race and women's race, like that's
Good
the
point.
other
But I
example,
think
right?
if you
Like
look at, let's
you know,
say,
if-
something similar to this would
Yeah.
be NCAA records, right? If you look at Simeon Birnbaum, he did a 3:31. It wasn't during
Yeah.
NCAA's. It wasn't during. Yeah, so I
Very
think
true.
going
Very
by
true.
that convention,
Yeah. When Josh Kerr did it, when Josh Kerr did his 3:35, he also didn't do it in a college only race. Okay, true. I mean, since it's already the case there, okay, I guess those are the rules. That you can set a record. If you're fast enough to get into the open race and you choose to do that, then you shouldn't be prevented from setting an A division record or schoolboy record in the open race. There we go. So what's next for both of you, guys? Yeah, what's next for both of you? And in general, this race, how does it compare to a meet like All Comers or Singapore Open? Or like, what was the atmosphere like? Because I wasn't there this year. I'm actually quite curious what the atmosphere was like. It looked like there were a lot of people there, lots of media, lots of social media around it. I don't see this kind of media happening in any other race in Singapore, lah. Like organic media. Yeah.
hey, I can't
Pranav?
be taking up all the talking time. Come on, bro.
Okay, then Jacob.
I mean, to be honest, I was so locked in, I didn't really pay much attention to the
Yeah,
atmosphere,
sure.
man.
Was there a lot of
Like,
people there?
even
Was there a lot of people there?
yeah, there definitely was a lot of people. Yeah,
I see.
but I think this year was slightly different from last year because this year they kind of closed off like usually in the home stretch there's like the inner lanes, then
Mhm.
like yeah, I think this year they used it as like part of the core room, whereas last year it was like an area for the supporters to stand. Yeah, so that was like a difference from last year.
Okay, so they closed up an area for the call room when last year people could stand there. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
see, races like these, you should really allow people onto lane 4 lah to cheer for people. Like we see it happening in Japan, we see it happening in Europe. Japan is so by the book and by the rules that if they can allow people to come onto lane 4, like surely Singapore can do it, like. But some of our officials, their officials, get a kick out of shouting at you when your breath comes onto lane 8 lah. So takes a bit of a culture shift before that's going to be possible. But yeah, it did look like that. I mean, on Instagram, I think people are sharing clips like everywhere. I don't really see that happening even for Singapore Open. Like, what do you guys feel? You
Yep.
raced Singapore Open as well, right, Pranav? Actually, both of you did.
I agree with you, lah. Honestly,
Yeah.
Singapore Opens, yes,
So-
there was official commentary, official telecast, but so was there for Pocari. And from a community engagement point, I would say Pocari is actually better than that, lah, because a lot of people came down to watch it. And I mean, I guess it all kind of links back to the point that 2.4 km is such a household distance in Singapore. Like every guy, regardless of how fit they are, how bad their habits are, even if you're smokers, at one point you would have been forced to do a 2.4 km run sometime, be in the army or in school or whatever. So I think it's a distance that will really
Yeah.
strike a chord with most Singaporean males, lah. And from my own personal experience, last year when I did sub 16 for the 5,000 meters, not really that much recognition from people outside of the running world. But when I did that sub 7 2.4 and happened to be the youngest guy to break 7 at that point, wow, everyone was incredibly impacted by it, lah. I would say, I had random people come up to me in camp, say like, "Hey, are you the guy?"
Yeah, I
that
saw
did
you
that?"
in-
So, yeah, from my personal opinion,
Yeah, dude, you're in the army news, right? Second Lieutenant
Yeah,
Pranav
man.
Shreedhar broke 7 minutes for
and it's still
2.4.
making its way around there. Like I got people in my orientation group who found the
Bro,
Nah,
aura
man.
farming in armies,
That,
yeah.
that 5 second clip, by the way, took 2 hours of filming just to just to put it out there after a year of that being out. Yeah, so that happened, and I
Wow.
got people in uni finding their videos from I don't know God knows where, and then they're like, "Hey, are you this guy? Oh my God, you're this guy!" And then like, wow, yeah. So from my own personal standpoint, I would say impact-wise, 2.4 is definitely a lot more than any other distance now.
So you're
Nah, man,
suffering
not
from
success,
success,
bro. They're
lah.
like emulating it in
Suffering
front of
from
me, like in uni. They're like, oh, they're like some guy will. Nah, why did I like bring this up, man?
Yeah, so just in case anyone is wondering what Pranav is talking about, I'm sharing the screen on what's this sorry, I'm sharing the screen of his clip. Yeah, in uniform, clap, all the PT kit come out, SAF shoes. Talk cock, you never run in SAF shoes.
You
Why
want to
never wear
open the comments?
spikes?
Because if you open the comments, right, everyone is saying that, wow, this guy did this sub 7 in SAF shoes, you know, Iman has to sponsor him or whatever. Then I'm like, bro, look at the video, man. That is not SAF shoes, that's spikes. And I specifically remember asking the person who was in charge of filming, saying, hey, should I wear like my actual race shoes or should I wear the SAF shoes? And she was like, just wear your SAF shoes, just wear your SAF shoes. And look at what happened in the comments. I think a lot of people are like, wow, Iman needs to sponsor this guy or whatever.
Dude, this is such a viral clip. It's insane.
Yeah, man.
They never collab with
Nah,
you.
they didn't collab. They didn't collab. Thank God they didn't collab, in my
They
opinion.
never collab with you. The Singapore Army never send you
Nah,
collab
man.
requests.
Wow, but I can't lie if
Oh,
people
wow.
didn't like notice like your spikes in the race when it's like clearly in the clip, like it shows like the short attention
Agreed,
span
man.
of Singaporeans lah. Like they only watch like the first like what 5 seconds.
I
Right? They
think the
watch
short
like
attention-
you actually running the race.
I think
5
the short
seconds is
attention
already
span-
pretty long.
Actually, I found it on TikTok. I found it on TikTok also. I bet you the comments on TikTok
Yeah,
more toxic.
let's do
try.
it, bruh.
Is,
I don't even have TikTok.
Is
I
he
don't even
being
have
shared?
TikTok, so
Okay.
let's look at this together.
look at his physique. I can't like it. I'm not signed in. Standard like SF only favors running. I used to clock the same time. Why he can take in
Why
cam
can he take
video?
video?
Doesn't help. I'm in MP also lah.
Okay, well, I think quite positive lah. Considering how toxic comments can be on TikTok, this is not bad already. And you are MP some more.
Yeah.
Damn funny.
So they already hate me
People
lah.
confirm say, this MP you cannot outrun. So... What's the worst arrest you have to make as an MP?
Well, I mean, I haven't. Okay, so my role was more of a staff role in,
Most
in the
memorable.
unit, but I have gone for
Okay.
one arrest to a guy's house, and this guy was AWOL from BMT, and you know how like he showed up to BMT and then he never booked back in again. So this guy, when we arrested him, his like hair was like
Oh.
extremely long, longer than my hair,
No.
and I'm trying to get a mullet by the way. So his hair was hella long. So he's been out of camp for like months, and the guys who were in charge knocked his door for like 20-30 minutes. He finally opened up, and they arrested him, put him in the car, everything. And turns out it's his stepdad that sabo him, like actually
Yeah.
saying, my son's in the house, don't arrest him. So pretty funny.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
That's the most memorable one.
Oh man. Okay. Well, anyway, we are done with the race recap. I do want to end in under 1 hour so that you guys can go to bed and Jacob can go back to playing computer games. But we just wrap up. I wanted to wrap up a bit because I think it's rare we get the two of you online. So Romaine can take a few minutes to think of a quick fire, but I'll ask you guys a little bit about what comes next because I think that you two are exactly the same age. You two are running way faster than any of us did at your age. Sorry. I mean, part of it is probably down to better shoes and better track surfaces and all that kind of stuff. But I do think that your generation, especially the two of you, are doing quite well. And that combined with the better training knowledge and better technology is going to potentially lead to a better results overall moving forward for Singapore distance running. So what comes next for you guys? You're both studying in Singapore, one NUS, one NTU. So you guys are. Was that intentional? Did you guys like pakat say, don't go to the
Nah,
same
man.
school lah?
It's not intentional. It's not intentional.
No, you just did your own thing lah, right? Okay, so
That
Jacob,
was not part of the plan, man.
yeah. So Pranav is studying engineering or
No,
aeronautical
it's a
engineering, is
little
that right?
something
No,
called
sorry,
Renaissance
something engineering.
Engineering.
Renaissance.
So it's a
Well, this sounds like some some
That's what I
Leonardo
get
da
all the
Vinci
time.
shit lah.
It's actually the complete opposite. Actually, it's only been in the NTU since like 2011, so it's a pretty new program, and it's a 4.5 year course. So
I see.
yep.
Nice. All right. Half a season more
Exactly.
to do your running. Jacob, what are you doing for university?
I'm doing electrical engineering at NUS.
Oh, two engineers.
Yes,
Right
sir.
on. Right on. Right on. So a lot in common, two of you. Yeah. So moving forward, I guess we get to reignite. You know, the best race I've seen at IVP is not IVP. Sorry, the best race I've seen in national schools was the 2023 1500-meter final lah, when two of y'all went to hit, got gold and silver. That was the first time I watched either of you race in person. And I think that, you know, is it something that we can look forward more to now that you're both in university? You're going to do
For
IVP
sure, man.
and all that kind of
But
stuff?
I don't know whether I'll be doing the 1500 lah, honestly.
No? Okay, what event? Okay, I know that you guys will definitely do road, cross country. They say cross country lah, fuck lah. It's not cross country, it's road race, right?
Road race. I
oh,
think they call it road race already.
They just give out call
they
it road
don't
race.
call it cross
very
anymore.
good. Yeah, very good, very good. They,
Yeah.
you know, they don't even try and
Good
lie.
decision, good decision.
Yeah. So unlike national schools cross country, freaking hell on the road
Yep,
and then
and they
flag
remove the
off in
hill.
waves some more. There's nothing further. You couldn't get any further away from cross country if you tried. Yeah. Are you guys gonna do road race and then
Yep.
IVP track? I guess. Sunic road race and then IVP track.
Yeah,
What-
as of now, I'm not doing Sonic Road Race because like I might be selected for the World Road Running Championships, but like I'm
Shit.
waiting for
Oh,
like
what event?
information about it. Yeah, the road mile. Yeah,
Ah, nice. Okay, so Oliver
yeah.
or someone is not going, is it? Are they-
From what I know right now, Oliver and Ethan Yan are the two, like the top two runners for the mile spot. But I
Yeah.
think Ethan Yan's gonna give up the mile spot because he already has the 5K. Then he wants to focus on the 5K.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm not going.
Yeah.
lah, so I think Timothy Liao is probably gonna go in my place. Yeah, can't be asked to make the flight. Bit expensive. So, yeah, you might not do road race. Pranav.
Yeah, because it
you
falls on
do-
the same date as World Road. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And then IVP track is usually in January, right? So what events are you guys gonna be looking forward to doing? Pranav, your episode 5 is, I think your episode 5 is literally the 1500-meter
Yep,
champion who hates
can
the
confirm,
1500 meters.
yes.
Are you gonna do the
Probably
1500
not,
meters again
honestly.
in
I think I like the longer
IVP?
distances, and the fact that we have 10,000
Okay.
would help. So probably those two. lah.
So you rather run a
Bro,
25?
No way,
bro,
you'd rather
I
run a
10,000
10K on the
any day
track,
of the week over
man.
a 1500, man. I'm like, bro,
Bro, we should be racing the
Wow.
1500, bro.
Wow.
1500 is
That would be
big,
damn
bro.
You know-
sick,
Okay, nice. I like this. Now there's some debate over what you guys are gonna run. So yeah, so 10,000,
Well,
5,000.
ideally, yes. Lah. Let's see.
Okay, 10,000. I mean, I'm sure if you're healthy and fit, you're gonna have your pick of events. I don't see two people beating you in either in NTU. Jacob, what would your favorite events be for
Well,
IVP?
it's damn unfortunate that Pranav is doing 5 and 10 because like I was actually planning to do 8:15 this year.
Wow.
I mean for next year's IVP. Yeah.
8?
So we won't be racing IVP,
Why
I
8?
guess. Yeah, 8. Yeah, cause I mean I was kind of discussing with Shohib, then we wanted to work on our speed a little bit more to improve
Mhm.
on the 15. So
Okay.
yeah, 800 it is.
Okay, no, that's not a bad idea. This whole thing about improving speed, I know Jakob Ingebrigtsen doesn't run 800 lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you guys want to go down that route of 800 up rather than 5K down or yeah?
That one you have to ask the coach.
Okay, don't worry, I will ask the
No.
coach. I will ask it. Get him on for part 2. So if you guys go to IVP is usually
any
January,
energy.
right? I can't remember. It's January
Yeah,
for
January.
surely it's January. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird time to hold a track race, but yeah, it's usually January. What does the road to potentially see games, if that's on the menu, look like for either of? Is it on the menu? Is it something that you guys want to qualify for next year, or is it like, okay, maybe just want to settle into uni look to Singapore 2029 or whatever it might be? Because you guys have the benefit of being a bit younger, so you have options.
Well, for me, I think 29 is the main one, but 27, sure, if I can qualify, it will be a bonus, not something that I am like aiming for. But if it happens, it happens. Let's see.
Right. So what events would be your
I think
focus
primarily 5,000.
if you had to pick one to focus on? 5,000. So okay, 1446 is the bronze medal mark.
Okay.
Yeah, 1446. So I mean the 5,000 we are currently in a golden era lah. We never had two guys break 1450, never mind in the same month lah, or same year. So this year Sean and myself, new national record and 1445. But yeah, let's see. I'm sure if you hit the qualifying mark, there might be a possibility of going because I'm not gonna do 3 events. Yeah, Jacob, is that something on your menu as well in your discussions with the coach, Shohib?
For now we are just looking at like within like the next year what we are gonna do. Like
Okay.
we just want to like make sure we can like focus on like training while being able to study properly as well. Yeah.
I mean, electrical engineering, no joke, man,
Balancing
I tell you.
the both of them lah.
Yeah, I mean, engineering really no joke. NUS, they love to overload the amount of homework and amount of studying and lab work you have to do. So do be prepared that it's going to be quite heavy. But thankfully you got tracks, so at least you have a training group that's not too far away from school. When you do 800 meters, like, do you have an 800 meter personal best at the moment? Have you done it before?
No, I've never officially ran an 800 before. Yeah. So
okay. Here we go.
yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. Maybe
Yeah.
late this year.
When
Or
can we look forward to a Jacob 800 meter debut?
I think age group champs I might be doing 800 also. Yeah.
When is that?
That's like towards the end of the month.
Towards the end of this month.
Yeah,
okay,
this month.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why we couldn't put Pocari end of this month. I didn't want it to clash with the meta time trials, but there was the age group champs. I mean, honest to God, I didn't even know we had the age group champs. I never heard of this meet. I was like, what age group champs? What do you mean age group champs? What kind of coconut
Last year
meat is
was
this?
in
Yeah.
March, yeah. Then
It's
this year they
completely-
changed to
I don't know who's
August.
deciding what.
Age group match.
Yeah.
Age group champ in March, same time as national schools. What a pile of nonsense. And then this year put in August, go and disrupt my Pocari. Walao, it was such a pity, man. I wanted John Lim there, I wanted Richard Heng there, I wanted like all the A6 athletes there. Bloody hell, you take it away from me, and then after complain at one point I thought, oh, we don't have enough like women sign-ups. I'm like, well, I know a few women that could potentially be there, but they're not because speaking of the women, Romain, how's the women's side? Like, were they happy with the results? Like Vanessa won, but I'm sure that's not the time she was going for.
I don't think that was what she wanted from today. I know when I was reading, I overheard Sean commenting on the PA system that, oh, her flag staff training session or training camp, la di da. But I believe she was dealing with some like respiratory stuff when she came back. So that might have affected.
I mean, that's it is a thing lah. You go for high altitude, walao, 2,000 meters above sea level. When you come back, it does take a bit of time to adjust, you see. So I always thought it was a bit of a risk. I remember on my previous podcast with Brian, I said 50-50 chance. Either you run well or you're not well acclimatized yet to Singapore and time difference and jet lag and all that stuff, and it can affect you lah. And true enough, 50-50 lah. One ran well, Sean. The other one didn't run as well, Vanessa. So unfortunate, but hopefully people learn from that. No point lah, flying big travel for 4 weeks of training to come back and then when you can really lock in here. That was my opinion. Then when you finish the race, you can really go and do a big block if you want. I myself going to Flagstaff next week. I'm looking forward to it. I have not been back for a year and a half.
Oh,
So yeah, Jacob, want to come or not? Huh? No need to go school lah.
Sounds tempting, but I have school, a bit
No need to go
unfortunate.
Just
school
go to
lah.
NAU, it's right there.
Put it off for half a year, then you can graduate same time as Pranav.
Maybe during summer break, then I'll consider lah.
All right. Romain, any quick fire questions do you have prepared before we let our boys go?
okay. I have a few. Okay, so between the two of you, what's the longest run that you've ever done?
For me, half marathon, easy.
Wait, I'm
22K.
gonna guess. Wait, let me guess. Jacob 21K. Pranav has also 21K because half marathon. So I'm gonna guess both 21K.
Yep.
22.
Why
But I
got
mean,
22?
wait, are you talking about a race or like longest ever run?
Run,
Okay lah,
race,
okay.
race is on the run.
Okay lah, give
Or
him
if
longest
it's
ever
if
run
it's
lah.
race, then it's a half lah. When I was in
Okay lah.
NS.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay
you
lah,
can't warm
but
up, cool down, then it's actually longer than 21.
I mean, it has to be like one straight run. Can't be like, yeah.
Fair. Okay,
Yep,
21.
21
Pranav also
long.
21 lah. Oh, no, Jacob
Yes.
22, sorry. Pranav 21. Okay.
Okay. Rate your toughest session that you do in training. So like a fartlek or tempo or speed, whatever.
For me, honestly, speed.
I see you zooming
Nah,
around the
man,
PPT. What are you
see
talking
me
about?
zooming, but you don't see what's inside of me, man. Wow, the leg.
I hope I
Oh,
don't
wait,
have to see what's
wait.
inside
Okay,
of
I
you.
didn't know you were thinking that way, lah. But yeah.
I meant you
Yeah, I was
vomiting.
also talking about that, bro. What else do you think I was saying? What?
Just to be clear.
Wait,
Nah, I
Pranav,
haven't
you
haven't
vomited in training.
No, but
No, no, no.
I mean, Robin's always there during our Monday
Oh,
sessions,
okay,
ma.
okay.
So I think she's saying she's seen me going around the place a lot, and yeah, but I would say speed lah for sure. I think lactic is
Oh.
honestly it's I think the pain hits you different compared to just being out of breath because like it's literal pain. Like my glutes that day were on fire. Like I physically couldn't walk after the last rep. So I would say speed.
Hey, what kind of sessions are these?
It was a
How come they
300
sound
meter
like so
all out.
scary?
Yeah, 300
That's
meter.
what?
It was a okay,
Only?
300 meter all out effort. Yeah, 300 meter all
Wait,
out
that was the
effort
session?
for like 3 reps. Yeah, but with a long rest in between lah. So essentially each rep was yeah, it was bad.
Ooh.
What was the
About,
recovery in between?
6-7 minutes about that. Yeah.
7 minutes. Yeah.
But bro had to
that's
pull
tough.
that out, yeah.
What are the
I did
splits?
39, 41, and 42.
39, 41, 42. Yeah, I mean that's
And
that's
after the
flying.
last
dude.
one, wow, literally, like everything
Good
was
shit.
like my vision was like I could see the black circles forming. I couldn't walk anymore. I was like stumbling across the lanes to go back. So it was bad, honestly. Yeah.
Okay
It is a
lah, at least you're
lactate-inducing
using
workout.
the correct muscles if you see your
Well,
glutes on
that's
fire.
exactly what Jonathan told me, man. He was like, "Bro, I can't
Yeah,
even feel
yeah.
my glutes. How are you even feeling your glutes?" So, guess there's something to be happy.
Hey, where was Jonathan today?
Well,
ah?
funny you
Where
ask,
was
man.
Jonathan
Funny
today?
you
Was
ask.
he or did not
So
start?
he showed up. I know he was going through sickness as well. So our camp evidently there's a lot of sickness flying around, but he was going through sickness. But he
Okay.
showed up. He did his warm up,
Yeah.
everything. Went to the start line, picked up his tag, and then he just disappeared.
Wow, what a
Yeah,
literally
man.
last second
So
did
and
not
I didn't
start.
see him in person after that, lah. But I mean, if all I was thinking of afterwards was if he went all the way to the start line, picked up his like lane tag and everything, and he still didn't race, then something definitely must have been off, lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah lah, he tried lah. Unless unlike our other friend who did not start lah, Keen lah. Apparently he was in some other event. Means he jolly well knew that he was not gonna race. He could have at least told us so we can free up the lane for someone else. Big freaking waste of space, this fella. Jacob, what's your hardest workout?
Like for this block or like ever?
Whatever Romain asked. Ever, I guess.
Well, oh, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow, ever is really tough because like in training I don't really like push myself to the limit before. Yeah. I mean,
Okay, if I ask you, what kind of session that you kind of are makes you nervous before you actually have to start the session, what would that be?
or race pace workouts for sure. Yeah, like 9 days out of this race, I did like 2 sets of 12-8-4, 1200, 800, 400.
Okay.
Yeah. Then for the first set, the 1200 was supposed to be 72, 800 at 70, 400 at 68. Then for
Okay.
the second set, it was 1200 at 70, 800 at 68, then 400 at 66. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then, yeah, that was the most nervous I had been before a workout because like my training before that has been terrible. Like the threshold was like terrible as well. Yeah, everything just wasn't going to plan lah up to that point.
And then the workout went
Yeah,
well?
but yeah, that workout went well. I managed to
Alright.
hit all my paces like pretty comfortably as well. Like I
Fantastic.
wasn't like straining to hit them also. So that was pretty good. Yeah, that
Fantastic.
kind of told me that like I actually still had like a chance for Pocari. Like before that, like I really had like no confidence going to the race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant. I mean, it sounds like university orientation has shaken you both up a little bit,
They
lah. So
confirm.
you guys might want to try and lock in a little bit for the 4 years ahead. You guys, are you guys both single?
Yep.
Pranav is single, that one I know.
Taken.
You're taken. Okay, so
Yeah, Jacob was carrying around a bouquet of flowers at the Pocari event just now.
Well, I didn't know this,
Oh,
okay?
how sweet.
Yeah,
Oh.
she did come down just now.
Is she a
Oh,
runner? Is Mrs. Jacob Tan a runner?
Uh, I mean she did run at JC, but I don't know if she's gonna continue.
Is that how you guys met?
But she's been
Mm.
running like leisurely lah. Like we do
But you-
some easy runs together also.
But you guys met because she was on the team in JC lah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, so you'll be a bit more settled lah. Pranav might be on the prowl a little bit, so
Man.
could affect his focus a
Soon.
bit. Gonna have to lock in, and he got
It's
no
okay,
Stephen.
he got all the
Nah,
aura lah,
man.
he can find one.
He got no Stephen Quack, no got aura even worse. Got aura, more options, even worse, more distractions.
Of course, man.
He got no Stephen Quack or Kian Mao to keep him in check also. So, Fabian, I think a
Yeah,
bit too
can
relaxed.
confirm, right? Like I think I was talking to him about University Ori when I was still in NS, right? And I think Fabian just said like,
He probably
Yeah.
wants to join you, dude. He probably was like, "When's your orientation camp? Can I come?"
nah, he was like, yeah, for real, man.
Fake
a
freshie,
bit,
fake
a bit
freshie.
easy to tell who the fake freshie is in that case, but
Quite easy.
Fabian is probably like, "Can I sponsor the camp?"
well, I don't give him ideas. Like, if I actually do that next time. But yeah, so I was talking to him and he was like,
Oh.
like at this point when they're in Ori, you just gotta let the reins loose, lah. Like let them enjoy a bit. I'm not gonna stop them from going for Ori just because I want them to lock in. So in that regard, he was pretty
Yeah.
explicit about like being supportive of me going, lah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Any thoughts on the BYD Singapore International Marathon presented by Adidas? Are you guys gonna have any part to play in that race?
I mean the half marathon.
Pranav wants to do the
No,
half.
I'll be
Pranav is qualified for the
Yep,
half,
I
so
will
you're gonna
be
do,
doing
you can do.
BYD. Yes, I'm half.
Jacob,
Presented by Adidas. Yes.
yeah, I'm not racing BYD.
not even the 5, 10 kids dash.
Kids there.
No, I think-
nah.
Yeah, from what I discussed with Shohib, like we are just focusing on base building before IVP next year.
Yeah, lah, base building. I run a half marathon for base.
They want see how. They want see how. Have to
Okay.
ask Shohib. Have to ask Shohib.
Okay. Remain, anything else?
Well, you guys have faced each other in the 1500, the 2.4. I'm not sure if you faced each
Yep.
other in the 5K, but
Yes.
if I have to ask
yeah,
you,
have.
oh, okay. In that case, it doesn't have to be an Olympic event. Which distance do you think you guys would be the most closely matched?
I think I would say 800.
Like the 0.008 difference, kind of.
I think I would say 800.
10K.
What did you say?
I think I would say the 800
Sorry?
meters lah, because my 800 meter, yeah,
800 meters.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking 800 as well.
So Jacob, you rather go shorter than longer?
Yeah, I rather shorter.
Okay, okay. And then Pranav,
Oh.
I
you
don't like racing long.
didn't you run like a 33-minute at Gold Coast 10K?
Yeah, that was so long, man. That felt like a
Yeah.
marathon to me.
And
Facts.
Pranav, you ran what? 30? You've run 32 high or
I've never actually
33
done a 10K or a 10,000
or
before,
10?
but during the half marathon, sorry,
Okay. Have you have? Okay. No, no,
yep,
no, no.
sorry. So
Sorry,
during,
I
so
didn't
my
mean to cut you off.
only, if anyone asks me for my 10K PB, the only reference point I have is my half marathon because the second half was 33 flat. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yes, I
Have you run
have
an
done
800?
800. So I did 800 last year in Pesta Sukan. I did 203. Yes.
203. Okay. Sign up for one with Jacob
Let's do
lah.
it, man. Let's do it.
Ignite the national
Let's go.
schools rivalry again.
Bro, age
Age
group,
group
I'm doing
champs,
10,000, bro.
Yeah. No lah. Yeah. I mean, you guys don't have to. I mean,
Yep.
Oh,
obviously
you're
you
doing
guys.
10,000?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
I wasn't even gonna ask when the debut is coming, but it sounds like it's coming sooner than we thought. So Jacob, you're doing 800 at age group champs,
Yep.
and Pranav is doing
Opposite
10,000.
ends of the board.
Yep.
Wow. Pain.
Opposite ends. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you guys are obviously focusing on your own things lah. So gonna be hard to reignite that old school national schools rivalry. But you guys obviously get along. You guys don't have to hate each other to race, have good races going forward. You don't have to be like Jakob and Josh Kerr. Like I don't know whether you saw like Jakob just called out Josh
Yep.
Kerr for skipping Europeans. He was like, oh yeah.
Actually,
he's
wait,
bad
I
for the
actually
sport.
want to ask your opinion about it because I saw that as well and I sent it to my runners group and I was like, come on, like this is low-key a Jakob Ingebrigtsen L objectively because I feel this Josh Kerr, he set the mile world record after 27 years of it standing and within 9 days of it he won the Commonwealth Games mile. So he is going for timings as well as competitions and I mean Commonwealth Games mile arguably is deeper than the European Champs 1500. So I really don't think that Ingebrigtsen was right in this one instant lah. So what do you guys think?
I personally thought he ignored that Josh raised the
Yep.
Commonwealth Games. He didn't even mention it. Like if he had said, he set the mile world record and he won the Commonwealth Games, fantastic. But it would have been really good to see him at Europeans. That's one thing. But he was just like, yeah, I don't get it why people skip Europeans. Like they're
Bruh.
bad for the sport.
I mean, to be
But
fair, I don't think Josh Kerr has raced Europeans
Yeah, he's never done.
he has never raced Europeans. He doesn't give a shit.
in recent memory.
No, he
He's
never.
never.
He doesn't give a
Oh.
shit about Europeans. He has never raced Europeans. Zero. And obviously,
That's
Jakob,
probably why Jakob made that comment lah.
I mean, Jakob
But I
loves
also think
Europeans
it's
lah.
not really fair to like expect him to race like so
Mm.
much within the
Yeah.
season. Like that
Yeah.
will take
Yeah.
like probably
Yeah.
too much of a toll on his body as well.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be world record shape to break the world record, obviously. Then you need to be good shape to win top shape to win the Commonwealth Games mile. And then you need to run the 1500 at Europeans.
Euros.
You know what? Jakob himself is not
Real,
doing the
man.
1500 at Europeans, so is that bad for the sport? Right? But I also think that was a very small part of the interview. lah. They asked him a lot of questions, just that one part where he said, yeah, it's bad for the sport. You use it to make Instagram banners and clickbait and all that
They
stuff.
know where
because they
the
know that
rivalry is.
rivalry.
Jakob
Yes.
talking shit will, yeah. But I think Jakob also knows what he's doing lah. Like he's not stupid. This guy. He was just like he's a bit like I mean,
Yeah.
take the chance to like jab him a bit. Yeah. It could be partially mind games. Like now you see, from everyone talking about Josh Kerr, everyone's talking about Jakob because he came back and he won the 5,000, and now he's calling out Josh Kerr for skipping Europeans. So neither of them are very worse off for it. So who cares really? I skip Singapore Open every year. Is it bad for the sport? I don't know. I think that in Singapore, the meets that matter are definitely Singapore Marathon, number one, and the marathon more so than the half, but that event. Pocari, hopefully you can grow into something that really matters. And Singapore Open, you need to make it matter, lah. Like you need to make it. Like we talked about this before, but have something on the line, be it prize money or OCTC funding money, something at stake, lah. Not just you win, your top Singaporean will give you some piece of metal to bring home and national champion. Nobody knows, lah, who's the 1500-meter national champion. I don't know who's the 1500-meter national. I only know Pranav because we talked to him and he was the top Singaporean at Singapore
He's
Open.
Dr.
I don't know
Ollie.
who finished second. I don't know who finished third. I know Richard Heng is apparently the 10,000-meter national champion. But you know, like the event needs to mean something like for the titles to mean anything. Otherwise, it's just like hey,
Agreed,
you know,
agreed.
national champion. What? Yeah,
Well,
it
when
needs
you
and
hold
it needs,
I
Singapore
think on top of
Open
that,
on
like
the
media
weekdays,
coverage.
yeah. No, like who? N- Today's what's that called? Pocari Sweat 2.4 km. I think there was way more social media coverage than any event in the Singapore Open, including Shanti, by the way. Shanti got some news reports because why she pulled up in the 100 meters. I think her hamstring was giving her problem or quad was giving her problem, and then because she's Shanti, they wrote a report about it lah. But you know, in general, that event is got so much potential. It's in a national stadium, yet it's not being marketed properly. Yet there's nothing on the line, so no one gives a shit. And you know, you wouldn't be top of my priority list. Like, even if you're in Singapore and you weren't planning to peak for a track race, you know, like you can show up and do it for fun. But you know, I would hope that if you're going there, it has to fit into your season nicely, lah. And also, like April is kind of weird for a peak track
Yep.
race. Yeah,
when you
but
hold a
you
meet
know,
on weekdays, it doesn't help
Oh
either
yeah.
because
and you
you're
hold a
holding
week.
it in the
Yes, exactly.
weekday morning, weekday afternoon, during
Yeah,
office
Sucks.
hours.
yeah. Yeah,
Nobody
no one,
is
Nobody's
going to
watching,
take their
man.
yeah,
time
who's gonna
to
watch?
come
Who's
and
gonna take
watch this
part?
meet.
You have to take leave to go and do a race in Singapore. Is I dude, I'd rather
Yeah,
take my
that's
leave
me.
to go and holiday or go to Japan and race or something like that. Yeah. Speaking of Japan, yeah. Jacob, you should bring Pranav to go to Japan
Let's
and
go,
race.
man.
Then you guys can really chase some times down. Yeah.
And actually,
Yeah,
fun
that'll be
fact,
an
right? When
exciting
Jacob
one.
was in Japan this
Yeah.
year, I was also in Japan for like I think there was an overlap, but I was there for a vacation lah. But there was an overlap. Yeah. When you were in,
Oh, really? Man, we
I
could
don't
have
think
did
I was in
workouts
the state to
together,
do
man.
workout. I can't lie.
Next time, chill ah. Next time, chill ah.
I was full on vacationing.
Okay, is it more likely for Pranav to join tracks or is it more likely for Jacob to join Pranav at I don't know, FWCC? Pranav doesn't really train at FWCC, that's the thing. He trains
I
alone,
think recently, I think after
right?
NS, okay, so
Would
after
you
NS,
say?
I've been going back every now and then, so to KPT. I think mostly I see Romain every Monday, all the weekdays lah. But now
Yeah.
I don't think I
Yeah.
would. Unfortunately, because of university and everything, I don't think I can be around as often now. Yep.
Yeah.
Pulau NTU is
For
kind
real,
of
man.
far from everywhere
As an
else.
East Sider, I can confirm now.
Set up your
Yep.
own training group there.
Yeah, NTU is
Real, man.
basically in Malaysia lah.
Yep.
Essentially, ah.
And Dylan doesn't coach NTU anymore, right? Dylan
Yeah, that's the
left
thing. So I don't know
FWCC, right?
I don't know what the situation is gonna be like in NTU as far as who the official coach is gonna be like, because until now it was Dylan and he has recently left. So I don't know if is he gonna try for it as an independent or does he not want it anymore, or I really don't know lah. So I'll find out soon.
Employ Shohib lah. Ask him to employ Shohib. Coach tracks and NTU. Anyway.
Oh, but that would be so hard to link up, yeah, cause like he's coaching both NUS students and
Yeah lah,
NTU. Then
I'm joking lah. The problem in Singapore is that, you know, these universities don't pay a whole lot, and then quality coaches are hard to come by anyway. And hence we're in the position we are now. Yeah. All right, I'll let you guys go. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us on the pod today and reviewing the race. And we look forward to the age group championships now that we know that Pranav is debuting at 10K and Jacob is debuting at 800 meters. Dates
28th
of competition?
August.
oh,
Okay, it's the final
didn't
week
check,
of
yeah.
It's the final week of August and the first week of September because there are many divisions and a couple of heats and finals to
Yep.
go through.
yeah, there's heats and finals for 8 and 1005. I'm doing 1005 as well for age group champs.
Oh,
Okay, nice.
Mine
And
is on
Pranav, when is your
28th
10K?
of August, Friday. Yeah.
28 August Friday. You're gonna be
Yeah.
soloing
Friday.
dude. Like, be prepared for a
I
25K
checked the
solo
start
time
list.
trial.
No one of speed showed up lah, basically. So I think it's gonna be a solo time trial. So I got to start.
Of course.
Hey, but I mean, come on,
dude,
man.
do it.
Today I like out of my own will I soloed the race for at least 5 laps. So I think it's possible lah. It's possible. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Let's
yeah. I
see.
get it, but you know. Okay, so what are you gonna try and do? Run 80s?
Run
33, 20?
80s. I mean, I think okay. So going by Ben Khoo's very scientific video about how your 10K time here is your half marathon pace there, right, in cold countries. I think maybe 33 would be good. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, so that's
About that.
79 seconds a lap. Okay. Yeah. I've done that. I've soloed 79 in Singapore. So you can probably when I was in university
Okay,
freshman year as well. So good guide for you. And now you got super spikes and hopefully KPT is in better condition
Yep.
than whatever track I did it on, some ITE track.
Hey, that's where I live, man.
So yeah. And I
I think John also managed to sub 33
He
in
did sub
his
32,
freshman
no?
year.
yes, at KPT.
No. Oh, that's right before he entered uni, I think.
He ran 32:40 something like at KPT. I remember this video.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys have ASEAN
Yep.
University Games this year, I think. Nice. So you guys might be able to go as teammates. Do you guys know what the qualifying marks are?
I think
I mean, I applied for the 1500.
Huh? Must apply, ah?
yeah, I think you need to indicate interest or something like.
I mean, yeah, indicate interest.
Indicate interest, apply, what apply? Apply, submit. Primary school, I was class monitor. Secondary school, I got straight A's. JC, I volunteered to save the wildlife. NS, I was a commando for a few months. And then, right, what's apply, dude? Like, you express interest, lah. Okay, express interest
Yeah,
in
express
15.
interest, express interest.
And then, Pranav, you are expressing interest for
5,000
10K?
right now.
Is there a qualifying
Yes,
mark?
I
Or
think
did
there
they
is
just
a
take the best?
qualifying mark. I don't remember what it is for 10,000. 5,000, it was 15. I think it was quite slow also, like 1550 something or 1540 something. I can't remember. But I think they go mostly by top 2 for each event.
You like that say slow. Jacob
Hey,
PB is slower than that,
1549
man. You like
was
some him like that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
no,
You just got
okay,
like
as in
PB
what I
schools,
meant
yeah, what
was-
the heck?
Yikes.
Nah, I'm
No,
kidding,
what I
I'm
meant
kidding,
was
lah.
multiple people have already hit it in Singapore, so it's gonna go down to placing lah. So I think 5,000 I'm ranked number 1, and who's number 2? Yeah, actually I don't know lah, but 1 and 2 will go for each event if I'm not wrong. But
Doesn't
for now,
matter lah,
hey,
you're number
like last
1 lah.
minute qualifying window close, some guy
Digging
overtakes
his
me, does
grave.
15:24. I might be on the chopping board, so I don't know, man.
Okay. So
Okay.
where is the ASEAN
KL.
Mini Games this year? Which country?
Malaysia, yeah,
Oh,
KL.
wow. Okay, so it's probably a preparation event for them before next year's Southeast Asian Games. Kind of. I don't know whether it's actually any overlap, but yeah, it'll be quite cool. Like, I don't know what stadium you're gonna put it in, but if they put it in Bukit Jalil Stadium, it's gonna be a fantastic experience. I don't know if they will, but it'll be a fantastic experience. So all the best for that. December?
Yes.
Is it December?
Yeah, it's like mid-December.
Oh
10th
wow.
to
Okay.
19th December. And for the 10K qualifying mark, you need at least 34:45. Piece of cake.
Okay. Please hit that mark.
think 34:45
you should
is
be able
can,
to do that. Break 33. I think you're
Gotta be
very
top
safe.
2 lah, I think.
Yeah. Okay, y'all let me know if y'all qualify. I might make plans to go to KL. I now have a lot of friends in KL after my recent race, so I'd love to go back and visit and support you
Sure.
guys. Fantastic. Romain, anything else? If not, we'll let them go. Jacob has dungeons to enter and dragons to slay.
Wait, I don't play games, man. I don't know why you came out with that.
You said you were playing Dungeons and Dragons, what? That's why you couldn't jump on the pod.
No,
Isn't that your Telegram?
no, I said
message?
I was about to sleep, bro.
I on D and
Or
D.
do not disturb.
Oh,
Hey,
do not
Oh,
It's
do
disturb.
not disturb. Sorry.
Then you
Yeah,
gave me
no.
a call, then it like
Yeah,
instantly like ended
No,
it because
when
I was
you
on do
replied,
not disturb.
I'm on D and D. I'm like, straight away. You're on Dungeons and Dragons. Like what the hell? Like who the hell goes back and jumps on Dungeons and Dragons straight away? Yeah, I'm the one that's thinking of it. Not that I played it. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, Jacob has to go to bed, and Pranav probably has to go to bed as well.
Yep.
You know, Pranav's not the earliest sleeper. Thank you very much, and I'll upload this as soon as we close. But
Yep.
don't close the windows just yet. Let it record. Let it upload rather.